Alright, let's see. Sometimes the meter needs to be flipped over on its head. It's been pretty much the same for a while. The same brawlers have been banned, picked, forgotten and shunned for a while. So let's get the nerfs and then buffs done. Lumi's my first target. She's banned a lot more than necessary in my opinion. She's really strong at the start of the game for two reasons. Her gadget lets her get lose super at the start of every game and nerfing the charge rate wouldn't change it. So we should probably nerf the actual gadget instead. Also, unlike every brawler in the game, she spawns with a full ammo bar. If you didn't know, all brawlers used to spawn with a full ammo bar instead of 1/3 like we have now. It made defending way easier and games way more boring. Now even Carl, B and Charlie have to wait for ammo, but Lumi gets it instantly, which needs to be fixed. The other nerfs are just to the attack. It's too easy to hit. Next up getting nerfs is Kenji. Just nerfing his reload would make him a much more skilled brawler. Plus they've done it before. However, that's not the only thing. His super range is so long you can snipe with it, so tune the range of the super down a bit. The last nerf isn't necessary, but I think his dash's damage makes people believe the slash is useless, but it isn't. So if we reduce the dash damage it will make people use the slash more. Sorry to any Finks mains, but he is so annoying to play against in hot zone. Seeing as his super is OP, he should have a much lower damage, like someone else with an OP super. His super also lasts ages and I'm surprised back to the Finksture gadget cooldown hasn't been nerfed yet. Last nerf to explain is Arroglil Halt. This just doubles down on the sniper counter and lasts too long. Chester's hyper is still a team wipe button and it's not very hard to charge, along with his damage being high. And B's versatility needs another nerf, this time not just her rattled hive gadget. Last three nerfs are two brawlers that have been good for months, years in Jean's case. Pause to read. Next are the buffs. There are a ton of brawlers that need a buff, but I can only do some of them. The first one is obvious. I think Doug can actually be a decent pick in hot zone and feast or famine, but we're here for the buffs. Just adding the Buster trait would be enough to get him into C or B tier. It synergizes with his kit well. But for being the longest F tier brawler, he deserves better. The rework I did a while ago may have made him L and L prime level, but this would make him a consistent low S tier. I even did a compensation nerf. Now for the second worst brawler, Bull relies too much on his Stomper gadget to secure kills. And in everything he does Daryl outperforms him. So I made a few changes to give him more tank traits, since the one thing Daryl is bad at is being a tank. And also making the other gadgets slightly more viable. Rose has been bad for ages. Unfortunately the gadget rework did not help her. With one gadget, she can cover the map in bushes. But she needs the other gadget to be good in a map filled with bushes. Her hypercharge is mid, so I buffed that. But the most important change is reducing the charge rate enemies get while hitting Rosa. Right now, when she uses her super she becomes a tool to farm hypercharge for enemies. Which really shouldn't be the case. Last thing in my opinion, she does too little damage for her range and unload speed. We can buff that. Sam needs a buff, but I don't know what his flaws are or how to make it better, so put your ideas in the comments. I really thought Meg was actually good until I played her and I can see why she is D tier now. She has less health than Frank, but she has to use her super just to regenerate half of it. So let's make her more like Frank, who is in lower tier tank right now. I buffed her mech HP so that her total is similar to Frank. But unlike Frank's catch to having high HP delayed attacks, Meg still has to use her super to get 2/3 of her HP back. I also made the mech's damage more consistent by reducing the attack width, which I think is a buff, but nerfing damage. I also buffed her Meg form to be more passive since, when in that form you're just trying to get super. Ignore me buffing my main, the other two genuinely need a buff, right now. Pause to read. If I went through every brawler here this video would be half an hour long, and I don't want to edit that. So I hope you enjoyed, and if you reached the end then comment a random skin idea for Leon future video.